Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. It's great to be with you. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I am going to be wrapping up my color along series in Die Welt, Unter, Lupe, Lande by Rita Berman. We've been coloring this page, this double page spread now for almost 6 weeks. So it is going to be really good to have it done. Right, let me show you what it looks like. So I managed to complete the background and the leaves, so that is a big win. And now we're going to just quickly finish up a few odds and ends and hopefully get this. We should be able to get it done within the next hour or two. Right, so I think you're just gonna have to bear with me. I've been up since 4 in the morning, so my whole thinking pattern and everything is sluggish. I was napping on the couch a few moments ago and my husband just lovingly woke me up and said, "Hey, you got your live, you need to get going." So he very lovingly woke me up. So if I'm talking a bit slow and sluggish, it's just because I'm really tired. Unfortunately, some nights I struggle with insomnia, and because of that, I don't always get back to sleep. I do try. If I feel tired again 2 hours or so later, I try to go back to bed and have a sleep for a bit longer. But normally when I wake up at 4, I will get myself a drink, maybe put on my workout, do a workout, and yeah, if I can color in that time, I do try. Sometimes my youngest will wake up and then he'll come looking for me, but if he still stays asleep, then I do get a chance to color in. So I'm just using a Sakura jelly roll. This is a number 8, just a white one. And I'm just finishing up the beadwork. And then I'll put a glaze pen on top and I'll use Sakura glaze for this. So I'm going to just zoom you in so you can see a bit better. I have been asked to give you the pencil names as I color in, so I will do my best to do that for you. If you hear any movement or any background noise, it's just my family going to bed. Hubby's putting the kids to sleep, so they're still brushing teeth and yeah, getting ready for bed. Daylight savings kicked in over the weekend, so we had to set our clocks back an hour. So my time zone, if you notice a change in the times, that will be why. It is currently 8 minutes past 8 p.m. in the UK, but it might be different there where you are compared to how I normally do my lives. Maybe what I'll do is for my next live video, I will make sure I put a comment just to let you guys know that the time zones have shifted by an hour. Hi Shani, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to come here and I'm going to do the stairs grey. So this is the Monarch pencil shadow MN125. Oh, that's great to know. Thank you for sharing that you guys shift time zones this weekend. And then we'll all be back to normal. So how is it, just an hour for you as well, or is it a bit more? Oh, okay, so just an hour. That's handy. Okay, and then I'm taking Monarch Coal MN110, and this is just to deepen it up. So what I'm basically doing is putting the shadows at the back and then making it lighter towards the front. I struggle with stairs actually. Even when I try draw stairs, I get terribly confused with the perspective. So coloring stairs doesn't surprise me if I go funny. I think I might need to find tutorials or color along videos where people color in stairs and, you know, all sorts of different angles, and that way I can get my head around how I'm supposed to color them. Okay, so there we've got stairs. Oh, we've got more stairs up here. Okay, I'm going to scooch this page over a little bit. There we go. I've got some more stairs up here. Alright, so again, I'm just alternating between Monarch Shadow and Monarch Coal to do the stairs. Alright, now here, we're going to make this lighter here because the light will catch it. So what have you all been coloring? Anything fun? Anything exciting? Jenny, I heard that you had been coloring with oil pastels. How has that gone for you? Okay, and then we've got the rail here. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to use Dragon Fizz. And just give it a touch of green, but then I'm going to go over it with Scorpion Brown Bug. Oh wow, well done. I really struggle with oil pastels. I haven't figured out what paper I need to use with them. I tried using oil pastels in Drommenwanger, but it didn't blend nicely at all. and in the process I felt like I just needed to take the oil pastel and use that to blend it out. So yeah, something just didn't work very well there. Okay, so that was Fizz, then go Brown Bug again. Alright, and then here, back to our Fizz. And then Dragon Zombie, DG142. And a bit of Dungeon, just to deepen the shadow a bit here, a bit more. Just a wee bit more. And Monarch Oyster. So which books have you found work for oil pastels? Right, so bear with me while I work out where I want everything to go. All right, let's make, I don't want to make it gold. All right, maybe we make the banisters silver. I've actually got like a silver gel pen. So I've got Jelly Sakura Stardust pens. So maybe we take the silver one and we can do a little bit over here. And then when it dries, I can always add some white highlights to it. Okay, here I'm gonna go in with my shadow, so Monarch shadow. And just put in a touch of Dragon Mellow yellow, just so it looks like it's just reflecting some light. Okay, Maria Trolle, oh really, Romantic Country. I didn't know that. I'll have to work up the courage to try oil pastels in Romantic Country. I did see your last video was in Beauty of Horror. I was a bit too squeamish to really persevere through it, so apologies for that. Oh, okay, you've used Villain San as well. I don't remember if I've got Villain San or if that's the second book. Oh no, please don't be sorry. It's totally me. I'm just sensitive that way. It's got nothing to do with anybody. Hi Kenny, how are you? Oh no, I'm sorry you waited 24 minutes. No, our clocks went backwards by a year. Not a year. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I've been up since 4. The clocks went back on Sunday by an hour. So I think that might be why everything's all out. Oh, I think you do a great job, Shani. And I think colouring with Elena also colours in some of them, and sometimes I skip past her videos as well. But at the same time, I understand, because some people really do like those books and they also want to see people colour in them. So, I mean, if that works for you, and then go for it. I actually quite like the sparkle pen on these. You can do the banister as well. Alright, we're going to have silver sparkly trimmings. I might do a nice red door. Might make the doors red. Oh, I'm sorry, I've pushed out of the picture frame. There you go. Okay, so I did Jelly Roll, Stardust, the silver one, or very dark grey, over here, and I'm going to make a brownish red sort of door here. So this is Brown Bugs in the Scorpion set. Oh, well done for letting your subscribers know. I didn't even register that I should actually mention it on the channel. Oh well, I'll have to make a plan to, in my next journal, go up to October and pre-write, warn people of daylight savings. My noviceness has come out. I think I'll do these door frames with the brown bug, and then I'm deepening it up with Dragon Dungeons. So again, just using these two pencils. So, brown bug. Oh, well done, thank you. Alright, so this is the dungeon over the brown bug. Then you take the brown bug, go over it, and it will just create a bit of a shadow. And those time changes can be a real pain sometimes. Yeah, I jumped out of bed on Sunday because my wristwatch said it was about 10 o'clock, so I thought, oh, I've had a nice long sleep, and then was very bewildered when my phone said a different time. It said like 9 o'clock or something. And then eventually I realized daylight savings had kicked in. Much to my family's amusement, because I was quite bewildered. I actually thought daylight savings kicked in at about the 31st of the month. Alright, so this is the dungeon. And then Oyster just has a bit of a blend. You can find Oyster in the Monarch set. Right, so this door I'm going to do the same thing, just make all the doors red. I noticed Joseph Kattenbane's mythographic Labyrinth has come out. I think I watched a flip through of it this afternoon. I'm just trying to remember if it was Elm Colors or Emma Colors. No, maybe it was someone else. I forget. But anyway, watched it, and yeah, some of those pages were really, really pretty. Quite like some of them. But I've got quite a few mythographic books, so I'm not really sure if I should get one, because I'm not really getting to the other ones I've got. So it's in my list, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna rush out to get it just yet. Okay, so there's a door. I don't want to make it too dark because it's right in the center of this light here, so yeah, we'll just leave it like that. So I was really worried that I wouldn't get too much coloring in October, but we managed to spend the weekend coloring in, so I've got a few pages to showcase, so that will be great, and hopefully I can get to that video soon. Hi Tanya, how are you? Okay, then we got Dungeon for the Shadows. How am I? I am glad that you are well, and I am doing okay. Just been up early, so insomnia is not my friend at the moment, but it's okay. I'll get a good night's sleep and feel fresh in the morning, although I'm going to be having about 5 teenage boys doing a marathon of The Hobbit while I entertain the younger 2 of my children. So that's something we're looking forward to. But I just don't think that my other 2 are ready to watch The Hobbit, so we'll be listening to the audiobook. But so it's my son's group of friends. They are busy reading The Hobbit for a English essay. So I thought, well, we have a week off this week, we'll just have the kids over and they can do a bit of a marathon together. So planning snacks and food for them. Yeah, it's a great story. I watched it with my husband a while ago, but I do confess I spent a fair majority of the time hiding behind pillows and blankets because those goblins and orcs really creep me out. And sometimes even with Smeagol or Gollum. But we found the audiobook done by Andy, is it? Wait, hang on, what's his name? So the guy who actually does the voice for Gollum in the movie. I just need his name again. Andy Serkis, there we go. So we found the audiobook read by Andy Serkis, and it's just phenomenal how he does it. Oh wow, you've watched it at least 5 times. That's incredible. I really love the story. It's just such a good story. I'm just such a... I don't know what the right word is. I don't know if ninny is the right word. It just is one of those things. Yeah, Lord of the Rings is good as well. I think I've watched it about 2 or 3 times. So this is that grey silvery gel pen, and then if I take a white gel pen, I need to let it dry. I'm just trying to put some white highlights into this. Hi Jen, how are you? It's great to have you. Alright, let's use a white Stardust glitter gel pen and do the string here. It gives it a nice bit of sparkle, but it still fits with our color palette. Hi Carly, how are you? Okay, right. Let's do this door frame black. So this is Black Widow, Black Widow. Alright, I'm just going to turn this slightly because my hand is bumping the glitter gel pen. Note to self, always do the gel pens at the end. Okay. Oh, thank you, Kenny. They have been actually a joy to colour. I've really enjoyed colouring them. Do I want to do this black? Okay, I'm gonna do it black. So this one's just got, it's got a lot of wrought iron on it. I'm glad you're well. Don't worry about not typing your answer. I do that all the time. I often write instant messages and get distracted before I've sent them, and I'll be convinced I've sent the message only to go back in to check if there's been a reply and find I never sent the message in the first place. Okay, let's think. Do you guys use gel pen in your coloring pages? Do you use them a lot, just a little bit? How often do you use gel pens? So this is an orange gel pen. Okay, cool. So you will use sparkly gel pens when it calls for it. Fair enough. So if this isn't something you would do gel pens for, then you just have to think through what color pencils you want to add. So this is the yellow one. Which sometimes makes it look green. Oh, cool, Collie. You just got finished with coloring with gel pens, trying to finish Ivy and Inky Butterfly book. Oh, wow, all in gel pens. Wow, aren't you amazing? That's really cool. Okay, so here I'm using Dragon Zombie and Dragon Wizard. I tend to use gel pens when I want something sparkly, or if I couldn't be bothered to do pencils. Oh wow, okay, I don't know the Tanmit gel pens. I find these Sakura glitter pens are pretty okay. I battle with my white Sakura jelly roll. They tend to stop start, but the gel pen, the glitter gel pens don't. So I'm a bit surprised by that, to be honest. All right, here I want shadow, so Monarch shadow. And maybe a little bit of castle. Just sprinkle it around here or there. So this castle is in the dragon set. Oh, okay, cool, sparkle pops. Yeah, I don't know what to do with the white gel pens, because the Uniball Signo gel pen, it scratches off almost completely when you put it on, which is handy in some ways, because if you're putting on fur white highlights and then you use the Uniball Signo, you can take a sharp pencil and you can scratch it out and actually smoothen it into the drawing. But the Sakura white jelly roll, it doesn't do that. Once it's dried, but then it skips a lot. So yeah, I don't know. All right, I'm still carrying on with Monarch shadow. Okay, and then I'm going to go onto the coal. So in the Monarch set, you can use the coal. So the question comes when I'm finished this page, what do you guys fancy as some more in Rita Berman? I could do her Africa book, I could do Romantic Country. What else? I could do a Clara Markova, Kirby book. Or you can suggest a book, and if I have it, I can use that one. Okay, and then a white. So you can just use any white pencil here. I just want to blend this out. So I'm using a Prismacolor white, but any white pencil just to blend. Alright, I have tried to fix the blurry video. I'm not sure why my video is blurry. Might just be the setting. I have my YouTube video on. Alright, let's try that. Okay, I'm going back to shadow. And then coal. You could do all of these banisters a gold if you like. I just don't fancy that many layers. Okay, so then the same pencils, but I'm going now with coal. Okay, mark art. I'll have a look. Yeah, not everything is available in the UK. Or sometimes they are, but then they're really expensive because of shipping. Mart color. Okay, let's have a look. Mart color. So it is I could get it gold, silver and white for £28, or I could almost double it and get 6 white gel pens. But I will put them in my list, so I've got them saved. So does that price sound about right, or is it quite pricey? Okay, here I want shadow. No, they're not cheap. I don't mind saving up for something if it's going to be good quality. I mean, I've been starting to think about saving up to buy the Tombow water brush markers. I like the idea of using markers as a base, but I don't really like the bleed through alcohol markers give. So the Tombow water brush markers are really expensive, but I don't mind saving up for that, because by the time I've saved up enough money, it's given me time to really think and decide if that is something I want to do and if it will actually be worthwhile. Oh wow, you got them for under $5. Wow. Yeah, I wish we could get them for under $5. All right, this is brown bug. So again, all these pencils will be in the description below. Hi Brittany, thanks for joining. It's great to have you. I hope you came right with your enrollment letter. Okay, now I'm going to use Dungeon in the Dragon set. And I'll blend that out with my white pencil. And then go back in over some of it with my brown bug. Okay, so here, I'm taking the coal and I'm going to turn these into like pearls. Okay, let's bring in a bit more of this red. So we'll make it like very light red, so maybe yellow here at the bottom. So that was mellow yellow, and then I go in with gold dust. Oh, I didn't know who had white gel pens. Would be interesting if they're good. Okay, and then here I'm using Ladybug. I hope you come right, Brittany. I wish you all the best. Alright, and then brown like here on the top. Actually, I'm going to color over these things because I'm not sure if I actually want them there. So it's just the same colors. Didn't Sarah Renee Clark do a comparison video of all the white gel pens available? And here I want a pumpkin. Okay, I want to do these here, make these shiny, so I'll just put this yellow gel pen in here. And I'm doing the yellow so it stands out. You could do this with pencil and then go over it with stickles, or leave the stickles out. Totally up to you. Oh, it's great to hear you guys are all set. Shannon's found her perfect gel pen. I think that's really the key, isn't it? We've just got to find what works for us. It's great to have recommendations from people. At the end of the day, though, we have to test it out, find out for ourselves. But I'm not sure I'm going to buy the Sakura white gel pens again. All white pens hate you. I have found with the white gel pens not to press too hard. It does affect the way it comes out. Why? I don't know why. It might just have something to do. Oh, the other thing I've noticed is if you use this Sakura gel pen on top of Prismacolor, I think the wax build-up affects the way the pen actually glides on the paper. So it can stop-start as well. Alright, let's make this one. Oh no, you don't have much luck with Posca either. Oh dear. And yet, I find Posca is quite a common gel pen amongst the colouring community. What about white acrylic paint and a paintbrush? Ah, that's fair, Kenny. That wax buildup. The gel pens. My only struggle with a white acrylic paint and a paintbrush is my fine motor skills are not that great. So it does, I do find it a bit tricky to get, you know, very thin, straight line. Okay, I want to come over to the mushroom. I'm really not sure what color to do these acorn hut caps. I'm very stuck. Okay, never mind, we'll do the mushroom. Do the mushroom for now and then figure it out. Okay, so I'm going to use Oyster. And then I'm going to use some coal. And then back over with my oyster. You can throw in a bit of black just to deepen up those shadows. I think it's impossible for me to multitask between making sure I tell you what pencils I'm using where and talking and coloring at the same time. I admire all the colorists who can do coloring videos and tell you all their coloring at the same time. Respect. Okay, this is Stink Bug, Black Widow Stink Bug. Yeah, I've heard the Tuliart paint pens are really good. Okay, then here I'm using Huntsman in the Black Widow. Hi Leslie, how are you? Okay, so this is Gold Dust in the Dragon set. Oh wow, Cully, that's hilarious. You found that the off-brand paint pens work better than the Tuliarts. Oh, cool, Leslie. You played Astroneer Xbox. So tell me, what is Astroneer about? I have not heard of that game. Yeah, Brittany, I appreciate that Lucy either writes the names of what colors she has or she has it pop up during her pre-recorded color, but on a live stream I find that very difficult because I can't pre-pop up the information and be live at the same time. On a color along, yes, that is what I do. Oh, Carly, you've been painting rocks for 2 weeks. That's so cool. Right, I need orange. It's a burnt orange in the Scorpion set. Part of what takes me so long to get color along videos up on the channel is because it takes me about as long to edit it as it does to film it. And I'm putting in all those different pencil names and everything. Oh, that sounds cool, Leslie. Do you like space sci-fi type games. Oh, thank you, Cully. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say so. And yes, we do the videos for free. All our coloring channels in the coloring community are mostly free. Because we love what we do and we want to share it with you. We want to color together and be on this journey together. And then I'm going to go back down to the gold dust and try to blend that out. Just a wee bit. I do really like those art channels, you know, kind of like AC, oh, wait, hang on. What's his name? ADC Art Attack and Sarah Renee Clark. You know, to me, they're more entertainers, just because of the way they do their videos. But the thought of trying to do a video like they do, honestly, the thought alone exhausts me. Because I did think about it just recently. I thought, oh, well, maybe I should try do something like that and make it more professional. And then the thought of all the work involved, I decided that that's not me and I don't have the time or the energy for it. You just can't do it like everybody. Uh-oh, did you hear my phone go off again? Oh dear. It is plugged in. Yeah, it's at 100%. Yay, my phone is not going to go bye-bye. Okay, so Brittany is talking about some YouTube live streamers get paid a little money from YouTube. Right, so at the moment I don't actually get anything from my live streams on the channel while it's currently happening. The videos on my channel are monetized, but if I earn $40 in a month or $50 in a month, it will be a lot of money. That will be a good month. So please don't think that when you have a channel you make a lot of money. You actually don't, unless your channel is really big, or you have a shop, or there are other ways of monetizing. You actually don't make that much money. And what little money my channel gets from adverts goes straight back into the channel itself, so I can grow my supplies or my coloring book collection and bring better quality. It sometimes goes into getting a better tripod or a camera or something like that, so that I can bring better quality videos. But in no way is it a lot of money. It's a lot of work. I mean, if I were to go and work at the grocery store in town, I would make in less than 2 hours what I make on my channel in a month. Oh, Cully, you were talking about your phone. Oh, exactly. Pickles is 100%, sorry, Pickle is 100% right. People put a lot more effort into their channels than the pennies they get back, and some make nothing and still do videos and live streams. Right, I'm just quickly trying to catch up here on the chat. And Tanya's right, we don't charge people $15 an hour for these videos. Oh, thank you, Shani. You colour beautifully without all the bells and whistles, and sometimes the bells and whistles distract from the beauty of natural talent. That is true. Well done for trying to learn how to edit some videos, Brittany. Ah, Lizzie, you've got 40 whips. Welcome to my world. Well, you can use YouTube to learn how to color. Not color, how to edit videos. So that's what everything I've done on the channel, I've taught myself using tutorials and different software. So it just takes time and patience and sometimes a lot of frustration, but you know, it's possible. All right, I'm using Oyster now. I don't think, well, Brittany, you're welcome to have your viewpoint on charging money to be a subscriber or asking them questions and you feel that's wrong. Personally, I don't feel it's wrong because they need, you know, they're doing all that effort for free. And if they want to have membership and get a little bit for the effort they've put in and the way they've grown their channel, I think that that's very fair. And if people really want their membership, they will pay it. If people don't want the membership, then they won't pay it. But everybody's different and everybody's allowed to see things the way they do. And a lot of I've come across quite a few people who feel that YouTube should be completely free, no memberships or anything like that. And that's just a viewpoint some people have. Right, so I quite like the mixture of the oyster and the coal together. So because they're very, very far apart from each other, I find I really have to work at making sure I do a very light gradient. Otherwise the blend will be, you will really see like grey lines, and that won't be very, very pretty to look at. So what are you planning on doing for November then? This sounds exciting. Tanya can't wait for November. That's okay, Brittany. If you can't afford the memberships, then don't take them out. There's plenty of free stuff available on YouTube anyway. And you'll still learn and grow with their content. And yes, you are right. There are many people who don't have the income for paid memberships. And that is why there are so many of us who do have a YouTube channel that has a lot of content for free available, because we want coloring to be there for everyone. That being said, it is also okay for those people who can afford to pay for memberships to choose to support channels in that way. So it's both. It's like a coin. There's always two sides to a coin. And there's not really a right or wrong way really in it. It's just different strokes for different folks. And everybody has the freedom to do what they feel is best for them. I didn't sign up for any Patreon memberships or anything like that, mainly because I don't have the time to do those sort of memberships justice. And there are many beautiful and amazing artists that I would love to support, but I just can't justify it because of my time. I want to do them justice. I want to make sure I get what I paid for and I do it justice. So on the flip side, I've learned what I've learned just using what's available for free on YouTube. So yeah, there's room for both sides. Ooh, a fancy laser that cuts and engraves and does all the fancy stuff. Oh, that sounds cool. Is it similar to a 3D printer, or is that something completely different? Alright, I think I'm going to do this but a bit green, because I've got like a green chimney, so I'll probably do some greenery there. Okay, so gel pen there. And now, oh, okay, so 3D printers are completely different. Okay. Oh, wow, okay, one etches on glass, engraves wood and metal. That's really cool. Alright, so that was the Mellow Yellow, and here I'm going to use the Calm Lime from the Dragon set. So how did you get into crafting, Shani? Is it something you've always enjoyed doing? Oh, that's really cool. Thanks for sharing, Brittany. Okay, then I'm going to use my olive green in the Scorpion set. Oh, cool. You've always loved paper crafts for as long as you can remember. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, I can believe that. I must go and have a look at some of your cards. Maybe I can get some ideas for Christmas time. My youngest son, he loves arts and crafts. And on the weekend, we were creating a no-sew star out of fabric. And he did really, really well, but I think he'd really enjoy doing some cards, and if I can make them a bit more crafty than just drawing a picture and coloring it in. So I'll go have a snoop around your channel and see what card ideas I can find. Alright, I'm going to use Huntsman. I've tried to show them they can even use stickers to make cards or different pieces of paper. Yeah, not my boys. Oh, that sounds awesome, Pickle. You and the minis doing postcards. I so hear you, Leslie. There is so many different ways to do cards. Well, even just like the different ways to decorate a journal. I mean, I don't even know where to start. So I try to do a bit of calligraphy in my creative companion, but I've seen some amazing journals even within the coloring community, and I'm like, where and how and what did you use? Because I just want to go and buy whatever they use and do it up as pretty. Okay, so we're getting there. We're almost there. Yay! Right, I need a castle. And a brown bug. And oyster. And a green gel pen because I couldn't be bothered to color these bits. Okay, let's use oyster here. And the coal. and the oyster again. And then Black Widow. End up not get up. This sounds exciting. More things to watch on YouTube. Right. So close, so close. Just need to work this out. Alright, yellowy green curtains, why not? Let me bring it up a bit more for you. And a bit of dragon fizz. I'm just almost glazing it on. Okay, I'm going to do I'm going to use olive green. And then I'm going to use Huntsman. And this will be for my shadow areas. "12 days of crafting for Christmas." That sounds really cool. And then just go over it with olive green and oyster. And then yellow here, just gel pen. And I will do the grey one here. Okay, oyster on all of this. You can always watch last year and pretend it's this year's. Well, whether you do a Craftmas series this year or next year, I think I am going to find your videos and watch them with my little boy and see which ones he likes and if we can make them. I love Christmas, so that's, and he will be on school break anyway most of December, so being able to craft with him will be really, really cool. Okay, so here I am determined to finish this page tonight. I actually quite like the shape of this acorn roof. It reminds me of something out of Aladdin, you know, those turbans, the Arab turbans. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Huntsman and deepen up the shadows. Alright, we are almost done. We are almost done. It's gonna look pretty. Alright, and then back over it with the olive. And then Oyster, blend it out. What I really like with limiting my color palette is it forces me to mix my colors a little bit more than what I normally would, and then I learn different color combos. So I think it is a win-win situation. Okay, so then brown bug. And then Huntsman, just to deepen up my shadows. Okay, and then I'm going to take my yellow gel pen . You could probably use a silver if you prefer. Classic case of where the wax stopped the pen from actually rolling. So I gave it a quick wipe with my finger and it's going much better. And if I go gently on the paper, it's not sticking too much. Okay, so I'll do the grey or the silver. I think it's a dark grey. I'm trying to make sure I don't touch this because I know it will smear if I touch it. Alright, and then white gel pen around these pearls. I've gone quiet because I'm concentrating so hard. Right, now I need a glaze. Put on my beadwork or my bubbles. I'm doing the other side because I can't remember what I put on here. Right. I think we are done. I'm just looking at it carefully, trying to make sure I'm actually done. I haven't missed something, but I think we're done. Okay, I'll zoom out and you can have a look. There you go. Voila. That is it. It is done. Thank you, Yana. What have you been coloring? Oh, thank you very much, Shani. It's been a lovely page to color, and I've really enjoyed how the Black Widows work on this paper. I will say, actually, they probably work better than the polychromos. I might have to play around with polys again and just do a bit more of a fair comparison. But yeah, I'm very impressed with them. Oh, thank you, Kenny and Cully. Oh, Yana, you've been colouring in the Witch's Cottage. Nice. Oh, thanks for watching, Mona. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Pickle. Well, that is the end of this video or this series. So I need to work out another page for next Monday. But I will give it some thought and I will make some decisions later on. Thank you everyone for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for chatting with me. It's been really great as always. And I hope to see you next week, Monday, and the time should no longer be an issue if we all have our clocks back to the way they were. So thanks everyone. Have a great week and I'll see you soon. Bye for